Hello, this is Kenny DeMoss, principal of Parkersburg High School, and today I will be doing an instructional video for parents who want to learn how to log into Schoology using their parent access code so that they can check their students' progress, grades, whatever it may be, in all of their classes. It has been very good as far as the success rate of most of our students. Some students are not doing very well because they're not doing anything, quite frankly. You are expected as a student, and parents, make sure you listen to this, that I've done in all calls before, that you are expected as a student to get out of bed and go to school virtually every day following our bell schedule. Our bell schedule has been posted multiple times through our live feed and on our Facebook page, and you need to get out of bed and go to school, even though you're not coming to the brick and mortar of Parkersburg High School. As we continue to do remote instruction due to COVID-19, anytime we are in orange or red and we're doing remote instruction from now until whenever that ends, you have to log on to Schoology daily, except for Fridays, because that's the teacher's office hours are from 8 to 10. And you will follow your bell schedule as normal, Monday through Thursday. You'll go to class, you'll do team meetings, and there's no reason or excuse for any student out there to not know how to do these things because you have been instructed on how to do it. So, students, your parents will be checking your information, checking your grades, and parents, this is how you do that. Once you get that code that you received in the fall from your student, for some reason, if you've lost it or never received it, it's important for you to get that code from the school. You can stop by and pick it up, or you can call and we'll give it to you once you verify who you are and you have the right to access that particular student's information. Once you do, you're going to go to Schoology.com on any web browser. It works. It can work from your phone. It doesn't matter. Schoology.com, you'll go there and it'll bring up this entire website. The first time that you go there, you will go to the sign up. Once you move your mouse over top of the sign up, there'll be 3 boxes that pop down and you're going to click on Parent. The first time and first time only is when you'll sign up. Once you go to the parent screen, where this cursor is, right here, you're going to type in that access code, or if you received it by email, we can send it to you by email as long as we can verify that's the email that goes to you. And the access code will come in. It's very long. It's alphanumeric. Once you put that access code in the first time, you click Continue. Now today I'm not going to go do that because I already have an account for my particular student that goes here. And the very first time that you do it, it's going to ask for your first and last name after you have entered the code. It's going to ask you for an email address, and it's going to ask you to create an account by entering a password twice. Once you do that, you'll be able to log in every single time by going to this page, which I'm going to close this one out. So you'll go to Schoology.com and you'll go to log in and it will bring up a brand new page. So like you, I have already created my account. I've already put in my parent access code, and I'm going to type in my non-school email address in which I can access my student's account. Now the very first time that you do this, it's actually going to come up. Oh, I can't even type it in my own thing in right here. 1 second. The very first time it comes up, it's going to go look like this screen that I'm clicking on right now. So it'll look blank. It'll look just like this because it's logging in. If you look over here to the right, it's logging in under the name that you put in as a parent. You're going to be like, well, I have no courses or no groups. That's because you have to go over here and change it. Once you put the parent access code in that very first time, it links you to your student, and now my daughter is now connected to me. I click on my daughter, and it's going to have everything that she sees when she logs into Schoology. A couple things, so you can look at graded assignments over here. You can look at graded tests or quizzes or graded discussions. It'll talk about things that are overdue. For some reason, she has not done that since September. It could be an old thing since she had started into a course later than it started, and upcoming assignments that are due. If you look to the left over here, there's discussion. Probably the most important thing you want to know about, though, is the grade report. The grade report, my particular daughter doesn't have classes all here at Parkersburg High School. She goes to WVUP for several periods, but she has civics and she has yearbook. So for whatever class you want to look at, I want to click on her civics class. It will let me know what her term 1 grade was, what her term 2 grade is, and you can go down through by clicking that arrow and looking at assignments. If I want to look at a certain homework assignment, or maybe a quiz she did, I click that arrow, I look at all of her homework. I can look at her quizzes. You know, she got a 35 out of 35 on the Add a New State Monday. I can click on that particular assignment if I want to. If I want to go to a particular homework, you know, you can click on it as well. Okay. So maybe you have questions about the first term. You can go back clear to the first term if you would like. But in this particular class, it shows. You can also download a student progress report. You can click on that and it will bring up a box that tells you, I want to do term 2 grades, and I want to pick a certain class. You can click all your classes and it'll give them an overall progress. The best thing you can do is when you go in here is to play around because you can't mess anything up. So there's your grade report. You can click on courses and then look at all of the courses they have. I'm going to go back into her civics class. And when you click on a particular class, it gives you more of a breakdown of the class by folder. One thing I want you to understand is, you know, each teacher may be a little bit different. It tells you when the virtual office hours are, you know, in this particular class, which is Mrs. Greathouse's class. Right now we're on week December 14th through the 18th. So when I click on that folder, it's going to immediately show the link for the Teams meeting. So for my daughter who's in civics class, she, during fourth period, which fourth period is 10:37 to 11:20, will log into that class and click to join the Teams meeting. It's important. They'll have face-to-face instruction. There's no reason why any of your students should say, I don't know how to do this or whatever. We have the ability and have showed them how to do these things. The kids know how to get on Teams, and I think many parents are getting taken advantage of because you don't know how to do it. So that's why I'm doing this video today. So if anytime I want to go back, I just go back to my courses and go to my yearbook class, and it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have an instruction. You're going to have lessons posted, deadlines. You know, yearbook is a little bit different animal if you're in a yearbook class, but you know, that's the materials for the class. There's updates, there's grades. The great thing about the updates is the fact that, you know, the teacher is sending out messages to your student. So it's important for you to understand that when you are in Schoology, that if you need help, help is there for you. Okay. I want to show one little important feature right here when you're, no matter whether you're in courses or groups, and you can join any of these groups or grade reports, that there's a little box right here. It looks like a calculator, and that is a calendar, and that shows basically that all of the classes combined. It shows a calendar for what is due if the teacher put it in and set it up that way. Okay, you can do different months. Once the expectations are set, you can do by week, you can do by day, but it's expected for your student to log into classes Monday through Thursday when we are in a remote week. I don't know if I have any other questions that I can answer for you. I do know that if you have a situation in which you need to send a message to a teacher, which is important. So let's say that you're in this course class here and I'm in civics, and you're looking at your students' grades and so forth and so on, and you're like, hey, I need to ask a question. The most important thing you can do is to go over here to the right, make sure you're in your portal, not the students. Click in your portal, and you click on the little mail icon, which looks like an envelope. And once you click on that, you can put a new message. Okay, you will type in the first name of the teacher, which I'm going to say like Elizabeth Koreski, which is my daughter's yearbook teacher, and I just start typing the first name. I'll just go ahead and use Miss Knapp here for just for purposes instead of trying to find Mrs. Koreski's. The most important thing is to make sure you find the right person. We've had some communication happen between students from other schools or teachers from other schools, so make sure that you're doing that. And I would just type in, I'm just going to type in test, type in my message, and I will send that. And then once I send that message, Mrs. Knapp, in this case, who's one of our health teachers here, it'll say a message has been sent to Mrs. Knapp. And then when you log back in, there'll be a little icon here above that envelope, which will tell you that, hey, you have an alert that you have a message reply. I hope that this helped you with your instruction. I'm going to go ahead and log out of Schoology. And it's important for you parents to understand that you need to do this. It's extremely important for your student success. Kids right now should not be doing what they did last spring, which was basically paper packets and sleeping into 11 o'clock and doing it when they please. They are going to school when we are in remote 4 days a week, getting up, going to class every period, but they're just not doing it here in the building. So hope you all have a happy holidays. If you have any questions, give us a call here at the school at 304-420-9595. Sometimes we get complaints that say there's nobody answers the phone, and there's no way that we can't get a message. We have voicemails for everything. So if you be patient and listen to the prompts, you will get to the right person during the school hours. After 3:30, we're not here. Well, the phones go to a night mode, I should say, and just leave a voicemail. Or you can get on our school website and send us an email. I appreciate all of you. I know this is a struggling time as we are in this remote learning, but I don't think it's going to go away for the time being. So we got to get good at it and be better at it. And parents, it all starts with you checking your students' progress. Thank you and have a wonderful day.